Hi everyone, my name is Edward Amwakun and I welcome you to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, we are going to learn how to design a very simple church flyer like this. And please, if this is what you really love to do, please consider by subscribing to this particular channel and turn on the post notification bell in order for you to be notified anytime I drop a video like this. And I won't waste my time. What I will tell you that the resources that I'll be using for this particular design will be in the video description. You click and have access to them, and I will also add a PSD file of this particular design to the resources for you to download for free. So without wasting my time, let's start. Okay, so the first thing that you will do is to create our new document by pressing Ctrl N, and when this pops up, we are using for social media, and so we just name this as 21. We are designing in pixels, 1080 RGB, color mode, and any other thing is okay. Go ahead and click on create. What we are going to do over here is to add gradient fill. Okay, so go to gradient, so you come to adjustment layer and then you come to gradient, and I've saved the gradient here for you so you don't need to stress yourself. So you can even download as gradient as many. I'll take my time and do a complete video on gradient. So let me give you the color code. So the first one is 0000, so it's black, so just 000. And then the second one looks like a bit of purple, a deep purple, which is 730041. 730041. So you can even save it by clicking on the new to be saved. Okay, so it is on linear, you don't do any other changes. And then the next one is to bring in our image. Okay, so the image that we are bringing is image. So this is the image that I use. So let me drag it onto Photoshop. So let's allow Photoshop to read it. Okay, so let's flip it up a little bit, something like this, and then let's shift it here a little bit. I'm going to fade the background, okay, the image to the background. So I'm going to rasterize it, and then go and select my eraser tool, and with the eraser tool, make sure that you set your hardness to 0, and then you can play along with your size. Now if you see this plus icon, it means your caps lock is on, so turn it off, and then you can set the size of the brush to 900 if you want to. If you want to also increase it more, you use the curly bracket on the keyboard to resize it. Okay, so let me increase it, and then let's start to brush the edge so that it will be blend with the background. Okay, so I'm going to have something like this, which I think is okay for me. So let me shift it up a little bit, and then what I did over here is to set it to color overlay or soft light, any of them, anyhow you want it. So let's set it to color overlay, and then what I did to this is I added a Camera Raw color grade, okay, to this particular image, or better still, you can leave it like that if you want to, but I added a Camera Raw. So go to the same image, go to filter, and then go to Camera Raw. I'm going to give you the color grade. Okay, don't worry, I'm going to just follow the instruction. Once you come to Camera Raw, just head on to this 3 dots over here. It says more image settings, so click on this and then come to load settings. When you click on load setting, then I'm going to give you this particular color grade. It will be in the description. Then double click to load, and it is going to apply on this. So you see the image has changed. So let me show you. So this one is the before and this one is the after, and then when you are done, go ahead and click on OK. So you are going to see the effect on this particular image, which looks beautiful. This is what I want. So we are done with our background. So what we are going to do next is to bring in a fire. So you could see from this particular image there was this particular fire frame. It says flame fire. Okay, so let's do that real quick. So go to your resources. I'm going to search for that. So this is the flame fire that you are going to use. So you click it and drag it onto Photoshop. like this, and we are going to bring it down somewhere here. Okay, and then we are going to reduce the opacity to, I think let's set the opacity to 10, which I think is okay. So when I'm done, let me group the fill, gradient fill, and then group them. You press on Control, you select everything, press on Control Gen to group it, and let's name it as BK, background. So we are done with the first one. So the next one that we are going to do is to bring in the text. So bringing in the text, you go and select your text tool. Okay, and we are using the color white. Okay, and the font, I always say that this is the font, and always activate your character. Okay, that's very important. The character is very important. Okay, so once you activate your character, you go and select this particular font. It will be in the video description. We call it Afterglow. Now when you select the Afterglow, you are changing the VA to 50, -50, and then come and click on this thing. Just click on it and then start to type. So we are going to write fasten, and you're going to increase this to, let's say, 43, which is, I think, okay. And then make sure that this is, your AA is 38. So I think this is absolutely beautiful. So I like it this way. If there is any changes, I will let you know. And then we could see that in our design we bring end. This is prayer end. So with the end, go and select your ellipse tool, and then make sure that you don't need the stroke on the up here, but we need a fill color of white. Okay, press on Shift and then you draw this. Okay, so when you are done, we don't need the rectangle, the property. You go and select your text tool again. This time around, you now come and type it directly on this. Make sure that you change the font, and the font that we are going to use here throughout is called Montserrat, or yes, Gotham. Let's use Gotham. Okay, yes, let's use Gotham. If there is any change, I will let you know. And then this is going to be, so you can see that it has changed. So let's click on this. So when you are doing the typing, you have to be careful. Let's change it again to Gotham, and let me type somewhere here, end. So this is going to be my end, and let me increase the font, bring it here, double click to accept, and let's change the color, and let's pick a color here which is okay. And then let's increase the size to, let's say, 14. Let's select the ellipse shape, and then let's align everything on the center. I like it this way. So that is it. And then what next? You could see over here, what is left for us is to bring the theme. Don't worry, I'll bring you the 21 days. So let's bring in the theme. So let's check the font. So it's Gotham, so the theme. So what you do is you select the shape. Let's zoom in. Okay, you draw the first shape. When your property pops up, you're going to curve the edges, okay, throughout. So what you have to do is just click on this and then drag it. Yeah, you're going to have something like this. So let's close. Yeah, I think this is okay for me. Click on, yeah. So when you are done, you don't need the property. Click. Now we are going to copy this, the property again, Ctrl J. So on the layer side, you could see that we have two rectangles, the original one and the copy one. Select the down one, double click it, put in this color, FFCB00. FFCB00. Once you put in the color, then you press on the keyboard and then shift the yellow, let the yellow show up a little bit. So that is where you are going to write your theme there. So select these two and then group them, and then now you can play along, you can reduce it. Okay, so you have something like this. Okay, so you can even go ahead if you don't like if you want it to show and pop up a little bit. So let's select this and select, yeah. So we are going to write the theme. So let me bring it down here, and this is going to be the theme, the all in caps, the year don't worry, you are not seeing it. So let me come and click on this, select the move tool and bring it out, and I'm going to select bold, and I'm going to reduce the size to 10. Okay, and change the color to black. So the 10 is too big, so I'll pick 6, which I think is very good. And then I'll reduce the ellipse, the 2 of them, I'll reduce it. Very good. Select the text, shift it a little bit, and then we are going to Ctrl J to copy. Double click on the copied one, and this is going to be the theme, and let's shift the theme up. And with the theme, we are going to use a font called Taken by Ventures, and with that we are going to change the VA to 0, and we are going to change the size to 30. It's too big, so let's pick something like 16, which is, I think, is okay. 16, so let's pick 14, which I think is beautiful for me. And then let's position this well, so you could see that the theme and everything is grouped very nicely. So you can double click here and then name it as theme. And then let's select the fasting and prayer. Let's select the ellipse and then that of this end. Okay, so let me bring the Google character here. Okay, then Ctrl J to copy this, and then let's name it as heading or the title. Okay, that's the title of the program. And then select the theme, align everything at the center. So let's shift the theme up a little bit. So the next one is going to be our dates, 8 January to 28 January. Okay, so that's what we are going to do. So go and select your text tool. We are not going to use copy here. Change the text to Gotham, and with that of the Gotham we are using the bold, and we are changing the text to 8, and we are typing here. So this is going to be 8, everything is caps, January. So let me select OK, and select the move tool and bring it somewhere here. So you could see the spacing is too much. Double click, let me align everything at the center, and then let me come to my AA here, change it to auto. Absolutely beautiful. Bring it somewhere here. Now you could see it's too small, so let me turn it to 9, which is, I think, okay. Then what I would do, you could see that I brought 2 lines before I brought the action night on the 12th, 19th and 26th. So go and select the line, and then still on the white, and let's draw. And as you are drawing the line, you have to check the size and make sure that everything is aligned. So how do we align this? Select the line, Ctrl A, and align it at the center. Absolutely beautiful. Then Ctrl J to copy, bring it down. Just take your time and watch the video carefully. Okay, once you are done, you select this, Ctrl J, bring it down, and what we are going to do is, this is going to be our action night. So the action night is going to be on the 12th, on the 19th and 26th, and we are going to pick book, and we're going to use 6 because we don't want it to. We're going to use 6. We're going to use 6. So let's change this one to book, or better still, let's pick light, and then shift this one here, and then let's pick 6, which I think is beautiful. I like it this way. Then let me bring the it's too, this is okay. So let me select this. I don't like the comma here, so let me use this. Then change the color, come and pick this particular yellow color. Okay, yes, this is good. So we are going to group the dates and then the 2 lines, align everything at the center. Ctrl A, align everything. This is beautiful. Ctrl J to group it, double click, and this is going to be our date. Absolutely beautiful. I like the design. So this is the design. Let me go back, Ctrl O. Yes, so this is our design. So let me select the date, select the theme, select the title, and then shift it down a little bit, and then you can enlarge it, okay, so that expand it, yeah, so that it will be big. Let's align everything at the center. So once you are done, so let's go back and see our original design. So there is it. So what is left is for us to bring in the 21 days. Okay, so this is what I'll do. Let me go back to the resources, and I'm going to give you this particular resource. I'm going to give you this particular element. I'm going to give you 2. Okay, so I'm going to use this for you. Let me click and drag it onto Photoshop. Okay, double click to accept, and then come to the layer side, rasterize it. We are going to remove the background. Select this, we call it magic whack tool. Turn off the caps lock, click any part, delete it, click this side and delete it. You click this side. So take your time and remove the background one after the other. Okay, you don't need to rush anywhere. Okay, just take your time. So let's zoom in so that we just see the part that we don't need it, and then you take them one after the other. Yeah, I think this is okay. Select your move tool and then let's reduce it. Okay, so let's take our time. Let's select the eraser tool this time around, and then reduce it using your curly bracket. Let's zoom in, reduce it again. So we are going to take our time and then erase this. Let's reduce it again and then take this part off. Let's shift it to this side. I think this is okay. So control minus, zoom out, then reduce this, bring it somewhere here. Okay, and this is where you are going to write your 21 days. So click it, go and select it and come and write. Let's go up a little bit, and this is going to be 21 days. And the kind of font that we are using the Gotham Black. I'll give you the font. So Gotham Black, I'll give you the Gotham Black. So this one. All right, then let's increase the font to 10 and bring it somewhere here. Let's change the font to 11 and see, which I think is okay. Let's select this vector and reduce it. Yes, let's reduce it a little bit. Very good. Then let's align this. Let's align them. Then align them at the center too. We're going to have something like this. Then control minus or control 0, and this is what we are going to have. The design looks so simple and catchy. Okay, so what I did for my design to pop up, you could see there is some kind of line over here. I'm talking about this one. I'll do that, but let's add a bit of flashy thing to the design for the design to pop up. So we don't need the ellipse right now. So what you do is that come to the layer side and add a new layer. Okay, and then go to the brush, go and select a brush. I don't need the eraser, the brush. Come to your foreground color, this one, click it and come and select this particular yellow and store your brush. I like it like that. And then let's zoom out again, and then bring your brush somewhere here and just make just brush it, just click it. So you are going to have something like this. Then press Ctrl O, and what you are going to do is that set the blend mode here to screen, and what you are going to do is that press on Ctrl U. Ctrl U means huge. The huge or saturation is going to happen. Then we are going to play with the huge. Okay, so when you play with the huge, you are going to have something like this, which I like this perfectly. So I'm going to have something like this, which to me I like. So look at the original design, and looking at this, you can come to the image, open the background, come to the image, and then if you don't need the soft light, you can turn it to the overlay or soft light, or overlay or soft light, anyhow you want it, any of them, and then you are good to go. And I think this looks beautiful, and even beautiful than the original design. So that's how design is. So here will be the church logo as usual. we can just bring in the church logo here. So let me change the color to white, and then right here the name of the church. So this is absolutely for a fragrance church. Yeah, he's my father. Yes, so Control O or Control -2. So you can, yeah, that's it. If you are designing and the name of the church is at where the image is, you can just open the BK, which is the background, and then shift the image to this side a little bit so that you have a look at it, which I think is beautiful. So this is it. And please, if you like the video, I believe you've really learned a lot. Okay, so please take your time and watch the video to the end. So when you are done, you can send it to me on Instagram. Yes, I will leave my Instagram link into the video description, and then you can send it to me for review. Alright, so when you are done, you save your work, come to file, go to export as, and then when this pop up, change it to JPEG, and then change this one to excellent, or better still you can pick great. When you are done, go ahead and click on export. We have already named the design to be 21 days fasting. Click it, it is saved already. So let's go to our desktop, and this is 21 days fasting. So you can see the two designs. Let's open it. That is our design. This looks absolutely beautiful. So please, if you like this video, consider by subscribing to push this channel forward. Thank you so much, and let me see you in the next video. Bye.